Hi. So, so I thought of making this video because I recently finished uh, my 10th short film, and I think it's important to look back and see how far I have come. Uh, the thing is, I have to thank everyone who has watched my short film, but since I don't have 1000 subscribers, I can't do the post thing. So, yeah, that's why I'm making this video. And so, as you all know, that the world has gone absolute bonkers. Uh, 2020 has been such a weird year actually, and not in a good way. The thing is, I generally can't think of like anything good that has happened. Like when I look back, and that is sort of depressing, don't you think? And the thing is, all like we have been hearing is only bad news, and I think after a certain, what do you call it, time, it starts getting to you. See, the thing is, when lockdown started, I was really anxious because the thing is, it was my last semester in college, and everything suddenly, like that I wanted from my semester, just disappeared in front of my eyes. The thing is, I wanted to perform for the last time on my college stage. I couldn't get that. I wanted to attend my farewell, and that also didn't happen. And basically, go out, on a bank, but I don't know, that didn't happen. So the thing is, for the longest time, I was upset because uh, I couldn't get what I wanted, and I always wished that none of that had happened. Uh, but in Lord of the Rings, when Frodo says, "I wish the ring had never come to me," I wish none of this had happened. And to that, Gandalf says, "So do all those who live to see such times, but that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us." Now, when I heard this, there was, I think, a shift in my perspective, and I started focusing more on what I can control. I couldn't, I can't go and make the world go back to normal. I am no magician. But I think what I can do is create stuff that maybe inspires people. See, and I think that's when I started like making short films. Uh, that's how like the result happened. The result is the first short film that I made, and that time I was watching a lot of like Japanese movies. I think I was watching Akira Kurosawa, and I wanted to compose like shots like him. So what I decided was that I will just give myself a deadline, and I'll try to make something in that time. So I gave myself a day to make the film from scratch, like from the idea to the final product. And yeah, that's how it started, and that's how I got the ball rolling. And when that happened, I was relieved and happy because I was feeling happy because I made something, and it feels great to like create something. uh, and the thing is, all this like this worry of like what will happen in the world sort of disappeared at that moment. And I think what happened is, I slowly decided to create more and more. And I think that's when I realized that that like if I have to get over this pandemic, I think I need to create more. And yeah, that like, and then after I think a week, I saw this YouTuber called Joel Haver. I will put his channel in the description. Uh, like I'll put the link in my description. And then I came across this video where he basically created 150 short films in around 8 months. And the thing is, after that, I got really inspired, and that's when I started like making a short film every week, you know. And that's when I started making it more consistent. Yeah, and the thing is, I'm really grateful to everyone who watched my movies, liked it, commented on it, and said kind words to it. uh, I really am. And the thing is, I wanted to make this video so that I could thank a few people. So yeah, I want to thank a few people, and yeah, it's not everyone, but from whatever I can think from the top of my head, these are the few people. What am I saying? These are the few people I wanted to thank generally for supporting. And yes, I don't think I know everyone who supported me, because uh, I don't know, it's like really hard to see it on YouTube. But yeah, I'm still thankful to everyone, but I'm just gonna take a few names because like I've seen them, comment, and then I know that they are rooting for me, so I think it's fair that I should do that. Uh, okay, so I want to thank Urmila auntie, Nurja auntie, Nazi auntie, Jagmohan uncle, Manju auntie, Kashif mama, Vikram uncle, Pramod uncle, Shaukat uncle, Fad bhai, Rajesh uncle, Anil uncle, Sumit uncle, Nusrapi, and I also want to thank my friends Sid, Safia, Samiksha, Fatima, Komal, Anjali, Dominic, Aditya, Laura, and I think what really inspired me was Joel Haber. So I would also like to thank him, because it's really important that I thank the people who've inspired me, and these things would not have been possible uh, without my family. I would like to thank Alvira, because of course, like, it's like we are a team, and whenever I was directing, she was behind the camera to uh, basically handle the camera, and that's how like we made movies. And I would like to thank my mom and dad, of course, for even like letting me do this in the first place. So yeah, these are all the people I want to thank, and in the end, I just want to end it on this note that I think art is very important, especially now, because it helps us cope with emotional stress and gives us hope. And I think it's very important to have hope during these tough times, because I think hope is what keeps us going. And I generally hate people who put other people down because they think their art is superior to them, or because they haven't like achieved a status in that art. Because I think art is about inspiring people and not putting people down. And I refuse to be a critic in a world that is filled with them. Uh, so so my point is that if you are making something, and whether it may be a painting or music, or even a short film, and people don't watch it, I will watch it for you if you want me to. The thing is, if no one appreciates your hard work that you put in, I will definitely give whatever your art is a viewing. You can either message it to me like on WhatsApp, or Instagram DM, or even you can comment it on this video, because I think it's very important that like people they get that initial push, and that inspires them to create more. And that's what I want to promise, that I want people to like create more, just so that they, like, when they see me, that's what I want to do. And again, uh, it doesn't have to be like something great, I don't mind even if it is like you think it's not like your best work, but what's important is that that you create. And that is the thing, that is the message I want to end this video on, that I want more people to create art, because art gives us hope.